Now based on this mode of nutrition, it should be divided into saprophytic, parasitic, symbiotic and spores form. Now what is saprophytic? The fungi obtain their nutrition by feeding on dead and decayed organic substance that are called saprophytic, having the mode of nutrition, or you can say obtaining the nutrition by feeding on dead and decayed organic substance. Example, Rhizopus, Penicillium and Aspergillus. Parasitic, they obtain their nutrition by living on other living organisms, plants or organisms, and absorb their nutrition from their host. Example, Taprina and Puccinia. How they get their nutrition? By living on other living organisms like plants and animals and absorb nutrients from their host. Example, Taprina and Puccinia. Now symbiotic. These fungi live by having an interdependent these fungi live by having an interdependent relationship association with other species in which both are mutually benefited. Symbiotic, in this relationship, fungi with other species in which both are mutually benefited. Example, lichens and mycorrhiza. Lichens are the symbiotic association between the algae and fungi. Lichens are the symbiotic association with algae and fungi. Here both algae and fungi are mutually benefited as fungi provide shelter for algae and in reverse algae synthesize carbohydrates for fungi. Now based on spore formation, kingdom fungi is classified into following based on the formation of spores: Zygmocetes, Asamocetes, Basidiomycetes, Deuteromycetes. These are the modes on the spore formation. Now reproduction in fungi we are going to read. Before that we should understand that bread mold is a multicellular fungus. It appears as cottony white mass on the rotten bread. These are thread-like filaments called hyphae. The hyphae are collectively known as mycelium. What they call collectively? Mycelium. Mostly the hyphae grow on the surface of the rotten food material. It may be chapati, bread or cheese. Some hyphae grow on downwards as root. These are called rhizoids. Which grow as a roots, they are known as rhizoids, and which grow on the surface of the rotten food material, they are known as hyphae or the mycelium. Likewise in bread, cheese, chapatis. Now these rhizoids, some hyphae grow upward and are called sporangiopores. These sporangiopores bear a sac in which we found spores. In this spore sacs we found spores, and the spore sac appear as a black dot on the surface of rotten food material. Some common bread molds are Rhizopus and Mucor. Rhizopus and Mucor. Now what should be the nutrition? Nutrition, it should be Rhizopus is having saprophytic on dead and decayed. This means that it depends on the nutrition obtained from dead and decaying material. The hyphae of the fungus spread through the food medium by means of microscopic tube. These tubes contain cytoplasm that flows along their walls. The fungi secrete digestive enzymes in the food material. It also absorbs the digested food material back into the hyphae. So this was the nutrition. They are having saprophytic, parasitic, and what are they are having? Saprophytic, parasitic, symbiotic. Saprophytic, they don't decay. Parasitic on other living organism. Symbiotic on their mutual benefited. Likewise, and spore formation. Now respiration in the fungi. Molds have aerobic mode of respiration. Molds have aerobic. They take in oxygen and release carbon dioxide. They have which mode of respiration? Aerobic, in which they take in oxygen and releases carbon dioxide. The growth of molds is seen in human places where there is no sunlight or there is no sunlight and air. Molds draw oxygen from the trapped air in between the soil particles. The hyphae grow into the soil and the exchange of gases take place by means of diffusion through the hyphal walls. Molds can exchange gases in an open atmosphere. Fungi can be harmful also and useful also. Some fungi decomposes on dead and decayed and remains on plants animals, thus they act as a natural scavengers, so they are useful. They make the soil fertile by recycling the nutrients back to back in the soil. Yeast is used commercially in different industries such as breweries, for manufacturing and in bakeries to make soft and fluffy and spongy bread. Some species of mushrooms are source of food. They are enjoyed as delicious across the world. Some fungi produces disease in the human and plants. Molds grow on stale breads and moist food substances. They release toxins which if ingested can cause food poisoning. What they release? Toxins which can cause the food poisoning in the humans. Several fungi such as Aspergillus niger, Trichophyton example causes diseases such as Aspergillosis, ringworm, etc. in human. Various fungi cause disease such as bitter rot of the apple, early blight of potato in plants. So these are the sources how they do the respiration. So the most important source of respiration in fungi are that molds have aerobic mode of respiration. They take in oxygen and releases carbon dioxide. Somehow in hyphae they grow in the soil and they exchange the gases take place by the means of different diffusion through the hyphal walls. Molds can also exchange gases in an open atmosphere. Some fungi can be harmful also and some can be useful also. Useful how they can be decomposed the dead and decayed remains of plants and animals, thus acting like a natural scavengers. They make the soil fertile. Yeast is used commercially in the industries, make the bread more soft, fluffy and spongy. So these are the respiration and the nutrition which we found in the fungi. Reproduction in fungi is both by sexual and asexual means. The sexual mode of reproduction is referred as a telemophora and the asexual mode of reproduction represents anaphora. Vegetative reproduction by budding, fission and fragmentation, and asexual reproduction takes place with the help of spores contain conidia or zoospores or sporaginospore. Sexual reproduction, ecospores, basidiospores and oospores. The conventional mode of sexual reproduction is not always observed in the kingdom fungi. In some fungi, the fusion of two haploid hyphae does not result in the formation of a diploid cell. In such cases, there appear an intermediate stage called the dikaryophase. This stage is followed by the formation of diploid cells. Now comes uses of fungi and the last point of this kingdom, fungi. Fungi are one of the most important groups of organisms on the planet as it plays a vital role in the biosphere and has a great economic importance on account of their both benefits and harmful effects. Some important uses of fungi are recycling, food, medicines, biocontrol agents, food spoilage, all these things. Now in recycling, they play a major role in recycling on the dead and decayed matter. Food, mushroom species are edible which are cultured and are used by us humans in a source of food. Medicine, many fungi are being used in the produce of antibiotics, which are being used to control the diseases in humans and animals, like penicillin, which is a very common antibiotic derived by a common fungi, Penicillium. Biocontrol agents. Fungi are involved in exploiting insects, other small worms, and help in controlling pests. Spores of fungi are used as spray on crops. Food spoilage. Fungi play a major role in recycling organic material and are also responsible for major spoilage and economic losses of stored food. So, the examples of the fungi should be yeast, mushrooms, mold, and truffles. So, these are the thing which we have to read in this kingdom fungi, and which is very much beneficial for each and every one. This kingdom fungi has been completed now. So, student, you should go through the video, hear it once, twice and thrice, and if you had any problem, do ask me. I will resolve your each and every query and said that how it has been explained. So, if you need any more explanation, you can call me and I will give you the explanation about the kingdom fungi, which is a very much useful and harmful also, but moreover it is useful in many ways, like in recycling food, medicines, like as biocontrol agents, food spoilage. So, these are the major roles which kingdom fungi play in our human lives also, in plants also, and in animals also. So, go through the notes which I had provided you, read the notes also, hear the video also, and if you do had problem, ask me. Student, I am giving you some assignment which you have to complete on time in your fair note copy which you had made of biology. And it is very necessary that you should complete the assignment on time, that it should not be over and over crowded for you. So, it is my request to each and student that complete your notes, complete your homeworks and do the question answer and read the notes which I had provided you. No need to copy the notes, but you can have their photocopy and keep it in your folder so that it should be beneficial for you in your future studies. So, thank you student.